As you can tell by the title of this video, it's called No More Regrets for a reason. I think it's a great thing to let go of regrets. I used to have so many regrets about everything. I could think of things when I was 5 that I regretted. Think of things when I was like 4 I regretted, like it was ridiculous. I know what I regretted because I made lists about things I regretted and things I wish I could change and things I wish I never done and things I wish I never said to people. But in all honesty, it's a good thing that I went through every single thing I went through, because I now see things that I used to regret as, one, meaningful experiences that I can tell my children when I get older so they don't do the same bad thing too. But everything that you regret is an experience, and you should value that experience because either you learn something from it, whether you should do it again or most likely not do it again, but you gain something from it as well. Maybe it's some self-awareness about a habit that you have, or a quality you possess that you didn't know you had, or a weakness or a strength. You gain something from it. For example, when I was 5, this is one of my regrets. I know it's kind of stupid, but I regretted that I had the opportunity to skip a grade, but I didn't. And I told my teacher that I had trouble reading the book, which I've read that book before. my brother had that book, and I said it because I didn't want to, and I was scared. And when I got older, I was like, darn it, I wish I skipped a grade, because then I'll be like in college by now, or I'll be in high school by now. I'll be ahead of wherever I was. And I'm glad now I can look back and say I'm glad I didn't do that, because I made some great friends. I wouldn't have the same life if I had skipped a grade. And there's certain things you have to go through, I feel like, in order to shape you into a better person. And if I didn't go through all the horrible crap that I went through, I don't think I would be such an empathetic person, such a nice person, to be quite honest. I don't think I would be that nice or that caring or that loving. Of course, your personality doesn't change much, but like experiences shape who you are. And I feel like every single thing in my past was an experience that made me into a better person. And a lot of people can't always say that either, because there's things that happen that change people in a negative way. But I like to look at even the bad that could make me a bad person, and there's some bad things that happen that can make me a bad person. I like to look back on those things and think, well, I know what the problem is in this situation or in this experience, and I know what I should do in order to negate becoming that kind of person, and I work on doing those things. But I would have never known that I could possess such a quality like that if I hadn't gone through what I went through, if that makes any sense. But I think it's a great thing that everyone, and I would love that people would try this, but write down a list of all the things you regret, every last one that you can think of. I had a list, and I had about 23 things I regretted on my list. And go through them. Go through the memory, go through the experience. What part of it is something you regret? What is the major changer? And then write down what you learned from this experience, what you wish you could change from this experience. And if you gained any knowledge or any quality that you didn't know you have. For example, another thing, I went through a lot of abuse. Yeah, it sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But I learned through that I could never, ever hurt another person like that. I don't possess that within myself to be so unkind to people. And I used to think when I was younger, before it happened, that I was a badass and I didn't give a shit about anyone, and I could whip whoever, whenever kind of thinking. And then that stuff happened, and I realized, you know what, if I actually got to the point that I hurt someone that bad, I don't think I could actually live with myself or that guilt. So I learned something through going through those things. So So, yeah, write down a list of the things you regret, the things you wish you could change about it, the things you think you gained, the things you think you learned about yourself in that experience. And then think about what would have happened if you never gone through that. You know, certain things could drastically change your life. And even if I didn't go through the abuse, I don't think my life would have been peaches and cream either. You know, I feel like people go through the struggle, and you learn to appreciate the better things or the smaller things in life. Like, if I didn't go through being homeless, I would never appreciate having a roof over my head, or having, a warm place to sleep, food to eat, those kind of things. So definitely try it out. Maybe you'll find an appreciation for these things, and don't see them as a regret, but see them as a progression of yourself. And if it's something that happened and it shaped you into doing something worse, or being not as great of a person as you think you possess, you still have time to change it and make that regret into something that's a more positive influence in your life, or a life changer. So that's all I have to say. I hope it helps. Like I said, I used to dwell for days on things I wish I could change about myself. And you just have to learn to accept who you are now and work on improving. I have this quote on my desktop. I like to put quotes on my desktop all the time, and it says, if I could put this down, be the type of person you want to meet. That's the quote for this week. But be the type of person you want to meet. And if that's who you're not right now, you still have time to change. Even if you're 60, 50, 12, whatever, these things in our past, they shape us, but we can also shape those things to fit us better and to make us better. So that's what I want you guys to leave with today. All right. So have a great day, and I hope all is well.